you know, the possibly even the championship record, which is held by Tatiana. Which is held by Tatiana Mineva of Russia, which was set in 43 minutes 24.72. So it's not quite out of her grasp based on the kind of distance, and I guess there she is, number 466. It's going to be dependent now. As she comes to the left of your screen, it's going to be dependent now on how much motivation she has, and also whether she can actually maintain this.
Yes, and it's almost certainly going to be a world-leading time at junior level this year, when you consider that the best time on track comes from Viktoryia RASHCHUPKINA from Belarus, the 19-year-old who went 46.08.68 in France in just a month ago in June. So the challenge is there and set for the others, chasing silver and bronze in this 10,000 meters race walk for the women. But at the moment, it is a very, very convincing display from Drahatova, and a belated birthday present for her, having turned 19 yesterday. Well, the best present could well be when that gold medal, all being well for her, is draped around her neck a little later today here in Eugene.
Yes. I mean, it would take of some dramatic proportion to see her not win the gold in this competition. Here now is second and third. Wang leading as she looks at the time that she is currently at in terms of her pace. Just close in touch with her in the bronze medal position is Olga Sharkina of Russia, and they are lapping quite a lot of athletes as they go along. Here now is once again the leader, Drahatova, just going by the number 34 athlete there, which is Monika Hornakova of Slovakia.
We haven't seen that many yellow cards, actually, have we? We saw the yellow and the red for the unfortunate Golyatakina, but noticeable that few other infringements so far in this opening 25.5 minutes.
Yes, that's right, that's right. Especially at this level, it's key to teach the right techniques for competing in an event like this, which requires so much endurance and so much I guess willpower and the ability to concentrate for so long an event at a time. The last kilometer done, by the way, in 4 minutes 18.51, and for walking is pretty. This level is pretty quick. Yeah.
Well, the thing about it is, you know, you think, you look at the whole race and you're thinking, okay, 40 to 50 minutes walking, but these athletes are expending a lot of energy. Yeah. While they're doing this race walk.
Well, the second and third positions are across your screen right now, the Wang and also Sharkina, and you could see them a while ago talking to each other. It's almost like they're on the same team, and they're saying, "Oh well, you go ahead, and I'll just take this back, and I'll take the lead later on." Maybe that's what they were saying. Who knows? But yeah. Yeah, it's interesting to see them chatting. It certainly wasn't lunch, or what they're going to have for lunch later. And here they are again for that moment when there was some exchange of, I don't know, words.
I think they're saying, what do you say we go and get pizza after this?
Up front, though, is still the leader at this time, which is Drahatova, and we'll be back with more from the track as we go over to the decathlon discus throw.
So, as we take a look at the overcast and misty conditions, this is what we've seen in terms of a best at junior level in the past. And a reminder that it is Dubler of Australia who leads from Kondratyev of Russia going into the discus. And watch out for Warholm, the junior, the youth champion, in third. Now they're split into a couple of groups, so here's who we'll see in Group A. Novak, the German, will want to do well in this one. And Pretorius promised much coming into this competition as well, the South African. And Sikora is in that list as well. There's the man, Cedric Doubler. Impressive first day. I was reading about Mr. Doubler as we look at Likarov as well, who had a poor hurdles race and dropped to 4th overall. Tell you a little bit about Cedric Doubler as the competition continues. And just to get a look in replay at the Chinese athlete Wang, and 43.36.
Very interesting tattoo. He was there.
So Savola next up, the Finn, down the field at the moment, and no doubt hoping that he can see a little change of fortune with his discus throw.
Slippery conditions out there.
It's not going to be easy for them with the discus this morning, is it? You see the towels out straight away.
And again, it's not torrential rain, it's more misty.
Did he get around 25, beyond the 25-meter mark with that one? Let's have a look. 27.32 for Elmo Savola of Finland, places in 3rd. Santos of Brazil. You've got to think that, in fact, these conditions, the discus is probably one of the most hampered events. Yes, when you've got this drizzly kind of rain blowing in, trying to keep your balance, trying to keep a firm grip on the discus.
This is an event where Santos could make a move.
And that is, well, it was big, but has it landed in
the sector line?
Yeah. I think they're going to call it. They're just debating at the moment exactly where it finally pitched. Put a lot into it, and it went a long way. Comfortably a leading mark, but it was just outside. And he's not happy about it either, is he?
Looked like it hit the sector line, which would mean that it was in. But of course, these officials have a closer look than we do.
That was a shame for him, because that was out and around the 45-meter mark. And well, he's not given up his protestations about it yet, has he? The Brazilian Santos, as you mentioned, he was keen to make a move up the field here.
They are required to measure it and then revisit it later.
Block of the Netherlands has surpassed 35 meters. With that one, could be around the 40-meter mark. This is another chance that he really got some distance on it, despite a few wobbles. And watch as it lands here now, and he's virtually right next to the official. Looks really got some distance on it, despite a few wobbles. And watch as it lands here now, and he's virtually right next to the official. Looks to me to be right on the line.
Exactly.
Look at this. Once again, well, the official's right on it, can't be much closer to it, and then you can see the official in the blue hat has come across straight away and pointed. Next time.
It's Ford from Cuba. He throws it right into the netting.
Well, with six laps to go, we are back now on the track with the 10,000 meters walk for women, and number 466, Drahotova, is the leader. She's just about coming across the finish line now, as in having 6 laps to go, and she is now 300 meters ahead of second and third. 300 meters. Second now, you can see, is the number 6, that's Wang, and just behind her, Shagina. Oh, a yellow being shown to Wang. She now has to be very, very careful because she just got that warning, the yellow paddle coming out. So number 385, Wang, she's slightly with a cap, white cap. She's now in second. Third is number 29 just behind her on her bib, which is Shagina.
Wang, one of the favourites coming into this, has done 44 minutes in this event. As you say, now you're kind of walking the tightrope slightly.
Yep.
See if we can work out what happened, as she can see the yellow card coming there as well.
Yes. And again, the key thing to be aware of here, as far as the rule is concerned, is a progression of steps taken for the walker that the walker makes contact with the ground, so that no visible to the human eye loss of contact occurs, and the advancing leg must be straightened. Did you see as well that there was a number 2 on the card on that one? Yes, so an athlete cannot be shown a second yellow card by the same judge, but can be by a second, so by a separate, but not by the same judge. So it's going to be interesting here to see what happens with Wang. She just picked up to the left there some water. The last kilometer, by the way, completed in 4 minutes 20.90. So there's Wang, who just got some water refreshment, as she's now back in the thick of things, ahead of the Russian Shagina. 4th place at this stage is out of view, so we haven't shown you at the moment. But the lady who is a leader, there she is, just right of your screen. She is Anežka Drahotova, and in what must be close to championship record pace.
And looking comfortable as well.
Very, very comfortable. 300 meters ahead.
Extraordinary lead. And European junior champion,
I think
walking on water in Hayward Field.
Yes, literally walking on the drizzles here of liquid sunshine as we continue this 10,000 meters. Here's second and third passing by.
We promised a day which could have considerable rain, and it's actually just becoming damper as the day's progressing. The clouds have actually descended a little, and it's now more of a fog around this venue. You can look at the track, and you just get an idea now that it is a little soggier down there.
Yes. And this lady is actually cutting into the lead that she has over the second and third place at this stage, because it's just run about 100 meters, but you get the feeling with every lap that she's actually cutting that lead down to less than 100, as in the distance between her and possibly lapping second and third.
Yes.
That's just unbelievable.
Well, she served notice of her form, a European junior champion, and went to the World Championships last year as well, and had a top 10 finish. So into the discus, and Evgeny Likonov 5th overall, and usually hovers around the 43-meter mark. Let's see what he can do here. Well, he hasn't got that far at all because it's caught the netting. So this is turning into a challenging morning for the Russian, who shone yesterday as the sun shined down on Hayward Field, but in the misty morning of today, he's just finding conditions a little challenging, and so a foul with Likonov's first attempt in the distance. But not easy conditions for them. So let's have a look at Sikora now. He impressed, of course, this morning with a comfortable win in the hurdles. Best of 45.81. That one is up and away, and that is long, and that should be one of the longest we've seen so far. That's in excess of the 45-meter mark for the Czech athlete, who seems to have gone away, thought about day one, and come back very focused. You can see straight away he knew it was good. And it won't be just him as he throws a new personal best there, 47.94. So the applause not just from himself, but from his fellow competitors for that effort. That ranks him number one. And he's laid down the challenge to the man who will have been watching that, Cedric Dubler, who is next in. Turning into a great psychological battle as well, isn't it? And that's short, and in fact, is it just safe? It is. But Dubler only just beyond the 35-meter mark, around 36, 37 meters. What can I do? Conditions like this, maybe, he's saying. Yeah, 38.25. Well, it does rank him second, so gives you an idea of Sikora's advantage over the field, perhaps, in this event.
So back to the track where the 10,000 meters walk for women final is underway. And here we have the leader, Drahotova, with 2 laps to go as she comes just across the finish line there. 2 laps to go for the leader, and she has now just slightly over 300 meters of a lead over this pack that you're looking at here, which is Wang, and third place Shagina from Russia. And just to give you an idea, you just saw the two Chinese and Russian. Well, here is the leader in number 466. That's the kind of distance that she has in terms of where which she would need to, if she gets to them or close that gap, she would be then lapping them, and that is second and third. So that gives you an indication of the commanding lead that she has over them.
You're looking at the clock here as well, Garfield. We're at the 40-minute mark for a race which more often than not is completed at junior level in 45, 46 minutes. Drahotova herself has done 44.15 as a personal best.
And I think, like we alluded to before, she is on record pace. 42 minutes 59.45 seconds is the world junior record held by Elena Lashmanova, which was set in 2011. And she is pushing it. You can see that she knows that she is within proximity of getting a championship or possibly world junior record. 1 lap to go for the leader, which is from the Czech Republic, Anežka DRAHOTOVÁ. And there she goes.
And now this crowd is starting to sense something special that could happen here. Yep. They're starting to get behind her.
Yep, and here now is Shagina starting to make her move. She moves into second position ahead of Wang. So you can guess here that they're also going to try to juggle or between themselves as a bit of a tussle to see who will actually get the silver and bronze. But no doubt about it, up front, here is Drahotova, the leader. She is in the region of about 250 meters away from the finish line. There she is. She can almost smell and feel the gold medal as she approaches the 200-meter mark on that back straightaway. She is leading by a very commanding margin over second and third position.
42.59.48 is the world junior record.
Here is the second place at this stage, the Russian we just saw a short while ago, Shagina. Up front now, we're looking at the leader. from the Czech Republic. She has a personal best of 44 minutes 15.87. Anežka DRAHOTOVÁ, and here she comes into the straightaway. Less than about 70 odd meters to go.
Look at that clock.
Yes, she's against the clock. Will she break the world record? 42 minutes 59.48. She's going for it. You can see that she's pushing, but will she get there? 42 minutes 43, 42 minutes 44, 42 minutes 45, 42 minutes 47, and that would be
World record.
if it goes and stands as an official time, a new world record for the Czech Republic's Anežka DRAHOTOVÁ, and this will be the first world record at these championships, the 15th staging of the IAAF World Junior Athletics Championships is being held here at Hayward Field in this beautiful part of the country in Eugene. Here is second place now. She's just about rounding the turn.
Šargina
Yep,
into the
Šargina.
final 100. She made her move on Wang. The two were chatting their way through part of this race. I don't think she told her when she passed her around on that last bend, and she's managed to pull away.
So into the straight now.
The home straight.
That's right. So about some 70 odd meters to go, and Šargina, she'll probably do a personal best here. She has a personal best already of 45 minutes 59 seconds, so we can see here that she will in fact break her own personal best and get a new personal best here. So she comes across land in just about 43 minutes 54, so that will be a new personal best for her. Here's third Wang, who's just with a lot of agony coming across the line now, finishing third for the bronze medal, and a fine performance by his top three. DRAHOTOVÁ from the Czech Republic, also the Russian Šargina and Wang, who just came across for the bronze medal. Totally exhausted, but I'm sure they're very happy with their performance.
Yes, so from what we're seeing right now, of all three medalists set personal bests.
They very well have. Šargina has shattered hers. Wang has gone 44.17. So I think she will have come down just inside that as well.
She would, yes, indeed. Indeed. And let's just look at a replay of the Czech Republic's DRAHOTOVÁ setting the world record. There she comes across the line. And what a walk by her. She was out early and proved throughout the walk that she could actually do it. Look at the emotions. Total at this stage as far as having the final results here in her favor of a new world junior record.
Teammates.
42 minutes 47.25, a new world record for Anežka DRAHOTOVÁ of the Czech Republic.
She's taken 12 seconds off the world junior record in doing that.
Wow.
What a statement.
Wow. Posing for lots of photos with her teammates.
That's a picture they'll be looking at back home.
Yes.
And that's a picture she'll be trying to get hold of too.
Yes, here's the second place finisher from Russia. She relish Olga Šargina after getting that silver medal. Also a new personal best for her.
Good progression as well from Šargina, following up as a world youth champion to then step up and take a silver here.
Yes, at the World Juniors. And she's joined by Wang. Also to celebrate. So we have lots of people continuing to finish here. Of course, there's still lots more on the track who are yet to finish.
I think we're going to see a rash of personal bests from these athletes. DRAHOTOVÁ has brought them home in a world record time, and we're seeing numerous athletes here who hover around the 48, 49, 50 minute mark who are coming home.
So here's Wang on the right of your screen, celebrating with Ni, who is her teammate. Ni finished further down the pack, but the bronze going to Wang from China. And with all that flurry, we just to let You know, the finishers after Wang included Ni, who you saw there, also Laura GARCÍA-CARO and Perez of Spain. Those are some of the athletes who finished 4th, 5th, and 6th. And here's a look at that finish once again, a world junior record by Drahotova of the Czech Republic. There she goes, across the line, a new world record. Literally feeling like you've just run, or walk in this case, a marathon.
The race of her young life so far.
Yes.
Who knows what next?
World senior title.
And look at that.
Yes, the emotions
What that
there.
means for Šargina.
Yeah.
Fantastic display by her. Just coming to terms with it as well.
Yes, it appears that there's been a delayed reaction here.
You've won world junior medals. Does it sometimes, did it hit you at a moment? Can you remember the moment you suddenly realized, actually, I've won a medal here?
Yeah, definitely. Really, once I got back home, it really occurred to me that I competed against the best in the world, and I was able to go out and finish in the top 3.
Yes, the 18-year-old Šargina.
I was going to say, I was just starting to wonder whether that emotion was perhaps something different. It looks like she's been disqualified. Whoa!
But that's rather delayed. Here is the moment when she realized that she has been disqualified. The coach apparently now passing the word on to her. You can see her mouth drop. And hence, I think in that case, now Wang of China moves up to be the silver medalist. And Ni, her teammate, getting the bronze, and hence why we saw them celebrating. Hence why we saw the Chinese celebrating earlier with their national flag. There they are. They were celebrating early, 2nd and 3rd. Well, it's I tell you what, I wouldn't be surprised if they were the protests, because that came rather late. There she is.
What
tears at this time?
At what point was there a red marker? We never saw it.
It appeared it was almost delivered after
it was
she
delivered
finished.
after. Yeah, because we saw her finish, so it was not before the finish. So we saw her finish, so it was in fact after she came across the finish line. She is lost for words.
Time to take a look at that rule book of yours, Garfield. That is a really sad moment, though, for her. From the joy that we've seen on the face of Drahotova, the emotion.
And she's already gone to 4 or 5 officials trying to get an explanation here.
Yes. Well, when 3 red cards from 3 different judges have been sent to the chief judge on the same athlete, the athlete is disqualified, and he or she shall be notified of this disqualification by the chief judge or a chief judge's assistant by being shown a red paddle.
And she's still in that phase at the moment where she will continue to probably struggle to process what's going on. She's probably still hoping that there's some way out of this, and maybe, perhaps there could be if there's a protest.
Yes.
But, well, we were talking about the joy of success, perhaps. When does it sink in? When does it hit you? And you certainly know what's hit her in the last few minutes, and how tragic that is for her. But obviously great for the Chinese, who now have 2 places on the podium. But I think we can see the moment where she discovered that in fact her podium dream had gone. And look, there goes the flag was there for the lap of honor. And
yeah, she's totally distraught.
Tragic moment for her.
So now that's both Russian race walkers that have been disqualified.
That's right, because we had earlier disqualified was
Goliatkina was disqualified.
Oksana Goliatkina.
Well, this is a moment where you think that the support staff and the coaches, so this is where they will come into play to help her deal with such a tough moment. But there isn't probably a lot anybody can say to her at this stage.